All right. Good evening, good evening, good evening. This is attempt number 2 to make this video. I'm hoping that we have audio. It seems like it might be coming through quiet, but it seems like we should have it. I wonder if I can check my No, I know which microphone I'm using. That should be coming through a little bit louder. All right. Well, anyway, this is take 2 because last time we had no sound at all. This one looks like it may be a little bit quiet, but at least we have sound. We don't have the same setup where you can see the board with the cards, but we'll take what we can get, I guess. I guess. Yay. Thank goodness. All right. Mm. Excuse me for bumping the mic. Okay, let's get back into our manifestation. This is funny. Watch. So, trying to get something accomplished. I'm pointing at the cards like you guys can see them, but you can't. I got so used to that. Trying to get something accomplished, kind of beating our heads against the wall, doing everything we know how to do to make it work, which was what was just happening on that video with me trying to make the audio work. Getting frustrated. 9 of Cups coming up in reverse. Really anxious to be able to get out there and offer more of what I have to the world. And then we have the Tower, which is you have to shake things up to make it happen, which totally had to shake things up, had to abandon that live stream and start another one. So that was timely. Let's look at more advice for manifesting over the next 24 hours. Let's try for something that's, and that may apply to everybody too, because spirit works that way, but I still want to do something new because that one already seems outdated. Best manifestation advice for me and my people for the next 24 hours, please. Please. Mercury's in retrograde. We can tell it, right? Venus is also in retrograde. Best manifestation advice over the next 24 hours. All right, so we have the 4 of Cups coming up in reverse. That just means don't have a pity party. Look at the bright side. If you're looking for that silver lining, that extra opportunity that's there in spite of disappointment, which, yes, I get to see you guys. And we can all communicate now. So we've got the Chariot coming up in reverse. Chariot in reverse says, don't go anywhere. Mercury's in retrograde. We can have issues with vehicles as well as communication. Don't go anywhere. Excuse me while I wet my whistle. All right. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. 5 of Pentacles in reverse just says that, by looking at the bright side, looking at the silver lining, not going anywhere, that allows us to connect more with other people socially. So maybe we're not going anywhere. Maybe people are coming to visit us. I don't know. I don't know. That Chariot in reverse just says stay put. Stay put, man. All right, let's see. Would you guys like a message from Spirit, or do y'all have a question for me today? La da da. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. It took a little extra effort to be here tonight. Message from Spirit from Ms. Gardner. Boopity and Alicia. M. Gardner. I want to say your name's Mary, like Mari. Is that right? You guys know I use first names to connect. La da 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 da. Meri. Okay. Awesome. Thank you, by the way. Let's see. And then we have Alicia. This is so weird now not to have the camera on the table where you guys can see what I write and see the cards. I haven't been doing it that way very long, but I'm already used to it. All right, so let's see. For Ms. Mary, everyone else be on the lookout for a piggyback reading. I know there's somebody else in here just lurking. If you want me to read for you, you have to say something, honey bunny. All right, so Mary, Mary, Mary. What do we have for Mary, Mary, Mary? Mary, Mary, Mary. Mary, Mary, Mary. So, Mary, I think you've been having some issues with moods. Spirit's showing me the 7 dwarves, grumpy, happy, etc., etc. So I think there's something going on where you need to investigate. You need to investigate how your diet actually is impacting your moods, is what I'm hearing for you, Mary. Let's see what the cards have to say for a message from Spirit. Sister girl, hello, hello. Glad to see you here, my friend. Okay. I'm not going to stay for my normal amount of time because this is try number 2. I've already spent a lot of time trying to be here. And I'm also tired, so I'm going to get to bed early tonight. But I have to let y'all know I'm alive. I'm alive and doing readings. All right, so let's see here. Ms. Mary. Ooh, baby. 8 of Cups, you walked away from something or someone that you're actually attracted to. Uh-oh. Walked away. With that 8 of Cups, you walked away from something that was making you feel depleted or exhausted, even though you were attracted to this situation or this person. It wasn't a two-way street. It was wearing you down, man. All right, and then let's see your insight or your heads up or your best advice, however you want to word this. Ooh. Ooh. So you're thinking about going back to this situation. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, first of all, says it is not the right time. Not the right time. Not the right time for what? Not the right time to try to go back into that situation on the down low without creating a lot of drama. Trying to pretend like nothing happened. No, I didn't walk away. I just had to go water the roses. I was right here the whole time. And then we've got the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. 9 of Pentacles in reverse is basically, you're probably missing this person. You're missing the person, but it's not time to walk back yet. I want to know why. Why isn't it time to walk back yet? She's obviously thinking about it. She's missing them. Why isn't it time to walk back yet? You walked away 4 years ago? Are you thinking about getting back together with them now? We're in Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde. So things that we value, including people, can show back up. And people can show back up. This is weird then, because I don't know what to tell you. Right now, the time is not right to get back together with them. This card's saying you're lonely. So maybe this is not the person you're thinking of from 4 years ago. Maybe it's a situation, or maybe it's a friendship or something. I mean, why? Why would we look at something 4 years ago? Why is it not the time for her to go back? Why is that? Inquiring minds want to know. The astrology is not right. Yeah. Yes. Oh my God, this could not be more clear. So first I pulled the star. So that's going to be my center card. And then to the one side of it, I've got the coffin. So the star to me is coming across as astrology. The coffin says, man, the astrology is kind of sick. It's not dead. The coffin in this deck actually just means sick or not doing well. It doesn't mean dead. I don't know why they put a coffin there instead of, somebody being sick and a nurse there, but that I don't know. Anyway, that's what it means. Now, on the other side of the star, we have the child, which talks about new beginnings. So when you look at our center card, with both of these on the sides, this just says that the astrology is kind of sick. It's not right. It's not the right time for a new beginning with this person. That's what they're telling me. Sounds like you would agree with Sacred Spirit, unless this is somebody else and you're just not identifying the correct person right now. But I think you would agree. Here's what I want to see. Are Mary and this other person going to be reconnecting in a different lifetime? Maybe that's why the time isn't right. It's not the right lifetime. Bibbidi dee dee. 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 Ooh. I don't see a different lifetime, but look what I've got going on. Are they going to be reconnecting in this lifetime? Oh, yeah. Look at this. You got the Four of Swords. Four of Swords, and you told me 4 years. Usually people put pentacles with years, but I'm just tripping that there's a 4 there. Bum, bum, bum. Holy Toledo. Heads up, baby doll. You and this person are going to give it some kind of second go round. You are. Let me show you your cards and I'll tell you why I'm saying that. Four of Swords for me is taking a break, healing, regrouping before you go out and try to do something again. Okay. Death card in reverse. Talks about, really, it talks about not making any changes, holding on to something. So either this person has always thought you guys would get back together, or you have secretly, somebody's feelings have not changed for the other person. Now, excuse me. By the way, Death card would talk about Scorpio energy. So I don't know if somebody has their Venus in Scorpio out of the two of y'all, or your rising sign or your sun sign or moon sign, but Scorpio energy there. You've also got Virgo energy on the table in this next card with the Hermit in reverse. And the Hermit in reverse is a card that says, I've gone off to be by myself and be alone and recluse and think things over and sort things out and sort myself out and figure out what direction I want to go from here. Now, when he shows up in reverse, he's coming back out to the world and he's coming out to communicate based on the new goals. Doesn't have to be a he, just a picture. Usually the Hermit as a he, could be a she. All right. I whatever you're telling me can't change these cards, honey. You know what I mean, Blue Jean? Now, the idea that the Hermit comes up in reverse and you're so resistant to the idea of y'all getting together implies to me that he's going to be the one that comes out and breaks the silence. Doesn't have to be the case, because I'm not basing that on anything on the cards. I'm just basing that on your attitude as I'm reading it on the screen. Okay? Now, this is the one that clinches it. Judgment. See what's happening in that picture? The angel is blasting the trumpet or whatever kind of horn that is. I don't even know. Certainly not a shofar. Anyway, he is having all those people rising from the dead. That's what the Judgment card talks about. It talks about resurrecting something from the dead. This relationship is getting resurrected. Is it going to be long distance? I don't know. I don't have anything here that indicates that. Are you going to live in the same house? I don't know. I don't have anything here that indicates that either. Now, here's what I can tell you for sure. You've got the High Priestess in reverse. That means, first of all, it's going to be a complete surprise out of the blue. In fact, you probably think I am lying and have lost the plot right now. Not only is it going to be a complete surprise, it's going to be such a surprise. You're going to be totally confused about what you should do whenever this happens. What should your response be? You're just going to be completely floored. Okay, so that's what we have. That's what we have for you. And if you wanted to do like a private reading, we could look at a time frame on that. I don't get the impression you're all that interested, though. You're quite welcome. All right, so that was Mary. And whoever else got a piggyback from that. We kind of dug deep there, though. We dug deep. What sign are you, Mary? Loci Ra Blue. Yo, yo, yo. Let's see. Alicia. You're a Cancer. I don't know. Something must be about water signs. Something must be about water signs. At least lately. Alicia. Are you still in the room? Message from Spirit for Alicia. Everybody else be looking out for a piggyback reading. Honey, I don't know how far I'm going to get. My batteries are running low right now. So I'm not sure. I'm debating whether I'm going to add to the list or not, honestly. Alicia. All right, message from Spirit for Alicia. Hopefully she'll come back and watch us if she's not here right now. Everybody be on the lookout for a piggyback message. You are here. I thought so. I thought you were. Usually I don't start giving a message if I don't think somebody's here. I'm just like, oh, skip. Skip, skip, skip to my loo, my darling. Skip, skip, skip to my loo. Skip to my loo, my darling. Mary, I do have a question for you. What about your moods? Mood regulation. Did that make sense to you? Because that came in totally psychically. It's been one of those days, I think, for everybody. Everybody I've talked to. Emotional. Alicia. Hello, Connie Bunny. You got the Three of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. This tells me you're making some long-term plans to find some stability and security and to feel like not only do you have enough for yourself, but you also have enough to share with others in your sphere of influence as well. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Protein makes the brain work better too, actually. You can think more clearly on protein. That's funny because Spirit has a great sense of humor. They showed me the 7 dwarves, as in like Snow White, the 7 dwarves with all the different mood names to let me know you were having moods that were fluctuating. All right, so Alicia. Making some long-term plans about becoming abundant enough to have things to share with others. Best advice or heads up around this situation. Everybody else be on the lookout for a piggyback rating because I bet a lot of people are making long-term plans about being abundant. So Alicia, here's the girl. My vibe is giving teal. What does that mean? What is teal? You have to translate that for me. I like teal though. All right, so Alicia. Does teal mean tired? Sister girl, also, are you Teresa? Are you Teresa that came to a couple of my psychic circles? Okay, so we start off with the devil card, Alicia. This is telling me that you're actually facing some kind of fear. That's what's got you motivated to look for long-term stability and make plans for long-term stability is because you're facing a fear. about? What happens if I'm not stable? What do I do then? What do I do about the kids or whoever else you wanna support? Like, so I think that's what's actually motivating things. Here's the thing, you've been questioning, or you will be soon if you haven't already, whether your plans are worth continuing on with or not. You started them as a leap of faith, just knowing you had to do something, man. This talks about the idea that you're gonna reconsider them, which is the appropriate time to do that, especially now with Venus in retrograde, and you're gonna decide to move forward. And your last card is the Five of Swords coming up here right side up. This is Spirit saying, "Fight, fight, fight for those plans." This is not gonna be easy for you to achieve these plans that you have, and of course, that's why you're sort of rethinking, because you got the devil right in your face saying, "You can't do this, ha, ha, ha." Spirit's saying, "Yes, you can. You have to fight for it, but you can do it." Swords also are very, mental energy too. So the other thing that I'm hearing is that, you've got a little self-sabotage going on because you were raised in a certain way, and that makes you think that you only are worthy of certain things. And so part of fighting for this is not only doing the tangible efforts to reach your goals, but the other part of fighting for this is making sure that your mind is right, that you're thinking straight. You're digging out anything that would hold you back as far as thought patterns. And I shouldn't say you're digging them out, but you're replacing them with something else. You're Ariana. Okay. Between my heart chakra and my throat. So, what does teal indicate? I'm really curious, and I'll tell you why I'm asking, because that makes me wonder about something. Because I've been dealing with throat issues for, like, this is still not my normal voice. It's very close, though. I'm at 99% of my normal voice, but I almost completely lost my voice. I couldn't do videos for 2 or 3 weeks, and, it's just coming back. So I'm wondering if the teal, what does that mean? Does that mean I have resolved whatever that issue was that was messing with me being able to say what you wanna say? You're just getting financial advice today. All right. Follow through with it, definitely. It may not be easy, but follow through with it. All right, let's see here. Boopity doo 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 doo. Divine timing. Are you still in the room? Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. Always like to take care of my moderators for sure. Okay. What's going on with your anxiety, honey bunny? And remind me of your first name. Oh, Lokiro, I'm sorry. Reading should hopefully be empowering. If you have a reading and it's not empowering, your reader's probably not really. I shouldn't say that. Let me say this. Let me not speak for other readers. Let me say this. Sometimes I have things to say that are not very happiness making that come through on a reading, but I do try to at least find out what's best advice for somebody, how to handle that situation or something so that they can walk away feeling empowered. Is that through the government, Rhoda? Well, look here, Blue, I have done readings so many times where people thought for sure this stuff was not gonna happen. I would say give it time. Did she give you a time frame? See what happens within the time frame that she gave you. If she's good, it'll happen. If she's just a carnival reader, then you'll know. Oh my gosh. Wow. So does that mean that you don't have a job right now? It's not vibrant. I am not my normal vibrant self. Anybody in here can tell you that. Yes, because 'cause I'm gonna do a nice energy trade for you for telling me that, sister. It was related? How is it related to a reading I did? I'm missing a connection. You went to another stream and got a reading from another reader or from me? Okay. Alright. Alright, let's see about Rhoda. And we'll see what you need to know about next week. And then sister girl, you told me your name. I think it was like Ariana. Let me just double check that. Ariana. Okay. And then we'll see after that. Usually I try to do like 10 people, but kind of tired. All right, Rhoda. Message from Spirit Form is Road or no, next week. What does Rhoda what's coming in next week for Rhoda? What does Rhoda need to be aware of for next week? Oh, Lokira, we have so much to talk about. Okay, let me do this for Rhoda first, though. Boo ba da doo da da doo ba ba boo ba da doo da 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 Rhoda 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 Rhoda. So Lakira, let's back up. So you got a reading from me, and it was also very unlikely. Then you got a reading from another person whose reading actually agreed with my reading, but it seems very unlikely to you. And so now you want me to do another reading for you. Am I getting this correctly? Am I understanding this correctly? Because I feel like I have to be missing a link there. Rhoda, Rhoda, Rhoda. Next week. Okay, I need to clarify something. Rhoda, are you married? Okay. I'm just trying to sort out what's on the table here. This is pretty chaotic energy. Not all of it's bad, though. Excuse me. What the hell? Have you been talking to somebody? Do you have a romantic interest? Or maybe I should rephrase that. Do you have a romantic interest that you haven't been talking to? What is happening here? I have this card that I thought at first, oh, maybe her program's being reinstated, but that's not what my cards are saying. I am not sure what it's talking about, but it's good. It's nice. It's at the very least nice. It could be really good. I just can't figure out. It has something to do with healing of a situation that you don't feel like you're in control of, and it allows you to offer yourself more to the world. It's not something that's a commitment thing, so it's not about a contract. It's not like a new job, or it's not even like different ways you're working at this job, which makes me wonder if it's not personal. It is some kind of new beginning, and it's gonna impact your 6th house, which has to do with your everyday life, and we've got the Ace of Cups. You're really gonna like it, but it's not got a contract or commitment. You could be independent contractor and doing some kinda gig work. I mean, this is nice. Let me just show you the card. So, we're gonna talk about this whole spread, and I'm just gonna walk my way through it or talk my way through it. 6 of Wands. We're gonna get there. We're gonna start with the first one. You're also ending with the Chariot, which is another phenomenal card, okay? Looks like it's some kinda new start. Okay, so here's the thing. We're starting off with a King of Cups in reverse. That's usually a man. Well, it doesn't even have to be a man, but this is my pissed off person, okay? But they're not loud about it. They may be quiet. They may be zipping their lips completely, but this is somebody who's pissed off. Quietly pissed off is what I hear when I seek into that. Now, what's interesting, this is why I said it's so contradictory, because we've got the 6 of Wands right after that. Now, the 6 of Wands says somebody really appreciates you. Well, who really appreciates you? Well, Mr. Pissy over here is who's really appreciating you. So that's what made me kind of wonder, okay, is this program coming back? Somebody who cut the program is having to reinstate it. Maybe somebody has taken them to court over it. And now they have to reinstate it, but they're not happy about it, so they're still pissed off. Could be. But when I clarify, that's not what I get. Somebody is not happy, and they end up showing you some kind of attention or appreciation anyway. And this card also can be my card that talks about the beginning of some kind of exclusive relationship. Not necessarily moving in together or anything like that, but the beginning of, hey, I'm agreeing to get to know you if you're agreeing to get to know me, and we're not going to sleep with anybody else because neither of us wants to get sick, and that's just not cool anyway. That type of energy. Okay. Well, now it could be your boss. There's two ways that this could be your boss. One, if your boss is interested romantically in females, that could definitely be your boss. The other way is if a lot of times bosses have to carry masculine energy to pull that job off. And so if she's pretty assertive and active and ambitious, then that's more operating in masculine energy. And we all have feminine and masculine energy. That could be her too. But if that's normally how she acts, yeah, she is not happy at all. If that's her, then that's her showing you some kind of appreciation And appreciation for me when it comes to work can be raises, can be promotions, can be bonuses. In a case like this, I hate to say it, but it could be like a compensation package, like an exit compensation package even. Doesn't have to be, and it feels really good. And we had the Fool card with this, so I think that this recognition allows you to start something new. I just don't know if it's where you are or if it allows you. Maybe this person has a friend that she refers you to and gets you a new position in another place. Or maybe if she gives you a compensation package, maybe then you find something new because of that. But it turns out good. It makes me want to say that thing that I always try to remind myself whenever I'm panicking about something going on in my life, which is spirit has my back, number 1, and all things are working out for my highest and best good, number 2. I feel like this is sending you on a good trajectory. I'm just not sure exactly where the trajectory takes you. Now, you had a piggyback, awesome. All right, so the next card that we have coming up is the 5 of Pentacles in reverse, which talks about the idea of loosening up the purse strings. This is where money might have been tight. Now the budget is loosening up. It also talks about loosening up socially, which still makes me wonder, like, is this, if this program isn't actually being reversed, it makes me wonder if you don't have some supporters coming in to try to help keep this program going somehow. Because we have some relief in the financial area showing up next week. This is followed by my Page of Pentacles. So once again, we're back to the contradictory stuff. Page of Pentacles says this is not good news about money or about material goods. I gotta say, I really think whether it is just this agency or whether it is the state or whether it's some other entity, this really makes me wonder if there's not money coming out of somewhere for a lawyer who believes in the cause and who's maybe doing mostly pro bono. Maybe they're only charging expenses or something to do something legally to try to get this program back or to at least get some kind of relief. And if it's not a lawyer trying to get this program actually back, then this could be somebody who maybe is being paid to contact people who could be investors or donors for this. Now, last card, the Chariot. The Chariot is one of my biggest success cards. The Chariot and the Sun are both my strongest success cards. And this talks about successfully reaching a goal that has to do with, it's one that multiple people are working on together. So it could be as little as 2 people, but it's not one person. And could be huge. This could be a class action lawsuit that people are scraping money together for to pay somebody to pull this off, to bring some relief into the situation, some appreciation into the situation because someone's mad. This is some bullshit. The more I look at these cards, the more I feel like something's happening. Somebody's intervening in this situation. It may be a little bit late for the people who are there right now, but I still think I'm convinced somebody's intervening. Either a big donor is intervening or somebody illegal is intervening. Something's up there. Okay, Ariana. Whew. You're quite welcome. Can't remember if you had a question for me or if you just need a message from Spirit. Let me go back on my chat. I think we're just doing a message from Spirit. Thank you. I appreciate that, Rhoda. Just thinking about it makes me cough, damn it. Okay. You're a Capricorn and he's a Sag. All right. Sister girl. Do you do readings, sister girl? Like, I know you just basically read for me, but do you do readings for the public? Okay, that was your question. How does Trevor feel about what Ariana texted him last night? Oof. 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 How old were you when that happened? Lakaira. Can you still hear me? Headphones are dead. Okay. Guess not. What is Trevor's reaction to the text that Ariana sent him? What is his reaction to that? 22. 26 now. Well, kudos to you for respecting your elders. Obviously, you're still picking up information, though. Boo-ba-da-doo-doo-doo-doo. How does Trevor feel about the text from Ariana, please? By the way, feelings are very transient. Ooh, that's nice. Oh, boy. Oh. Well. We're going to look at best advice for you, honey. Okay, so here's the thing. This guy, what did you say he is? He's a Sag? I think he's got some strong air in his chart because he's not really showing me anything about feelings here. He is showing me like thinking things through, but he's showing me real eggplant energy here. Okay. First thing that comes up is the Ace of Pentacles. He sees it as an opportunity. It's an opportunity. He's got the Emperor that says he likes to be the one in charge. He likes to be the one calling all the shots. He may be Dom. Doesn't mean he's Dom. Could just like to just call the shots. Now, Two of Cups coming up in reverse. He doesn't really like the offer. He's recognizing the validity of the offer and that it has good potential. He doesn't like it. See, he's got that eggplant energy. What is Ariana's best advice whenever it comes to Mr. Eggplant? Mr. Eggplant Trevor. I can see his ear right there. What's our best advice whenever it comes to Mr. Trevor? What's our best advice? Stand back. I'm hearing stand back, stand off, leave him alone. Let's see what shows up on the cards. The Hermit. Leave him alone. Can't make this shit up, man. Cannot make this shit up. So, for your advice, you got the Hermit. This is really you taking some quiet time for yourself to sort of figure out, where do I go from here? What are my values? What are my priorities? Once you've thought those through, then you can move forward with them. Now, 8 of Wands. Don't be reaching out to him. Don't be trying to communicate with him. This is the 8 of Wands in reverse. That's a slowdown in communication. This is like, you know what? I've already put my cards on the table. You tell me. We already know what he's going to say. So don't be chasing him, basically, with that 8 of Wands. Don't chase him. Don't reach out to him. The ball is in his court at this point. Chariot in reverse. Chariot in reverse. This says a lot. That one card says a lot, baby. Oof. Oof. Here's the thing. I think once you've had some time away from him to think things over in this hermit mode, and you've set new priorities, you ain't going to have time for his silly self. He likes to be calling all the shots and everything. He's making himself irrelevant by not communicating. Look at this. Ace of Wands in reverse. Don't be reaching out to him. Like, even once you decide, you know what, I don't really need you in my life anymore. I do perfectly good. I can buy flowers myself just fine. You don't need to call him up and tell him that. If he's being quiet, let the quiet reign like a king, man. Just let that quiet keep hanging in the air. Let him think that you're just pining away. Meanwhile, Hermit, you've already made new priorities. You're doing something completely different, not even involving him at all. He doesn't even know. You're over here quietly just glowing up. Just glowing up. Next time he sees you or hears about you, he's going to be like, what the hell did I walk away from? Now, last card. This Chariot in reverse. Chariot, when it's right side up, can talk about a successful marriage, a successful partnership. This is 2 or more people working together towards the same goal in alignment, even though they may not be the same. When it's in reverse, this freaking Chariot has done come off the tracks. Picture an Amtrak laying on its side by the tracks. Everything has spilled out. There's probably a fire. It's bad. Okay. When the Chariot's in reverse, this says you guys are not equally yoked, is a good way to put it. You guys aren't going the same direction. You're not gonna go the same direction. You're not even pointed in the same direction. Well, I guess you're figuring that out during your hermit time. But this is Spirit's way of saying, look, just because there was a time, by the time this person reaches out again, by the time Trevor reaches out again, there's going to be a time that you look back on and you're going to be like, wow, you know what? I wanted this so bad, but now I just don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, you do know. You don't want it anymore. But you wanted it so bad for long enough that now you're afraid, well, what if I decide I don't want it and then I change my mind and then I'm missing out? And so then we try to go forward with somebody who we aren't even on the same page with. And we already know it because we know we used to want it. And we make ourselves miserable. This is Spirit saying, don't do it, baby. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And if you are now, by the time you come out of this hermit time frame, you definitely won't be on the same page. Mm-mm. You could be saying, I want to build a side business empire of rental properties, and I'm going to be out there doing all kinds of renovations and ordering things and overseeing the contractors. And he could be saying, I want to play my video games when I come home from my 9 to 5. That's what I want to do. That could be what's coming out. Like, there's something where you guys are profoundly misaligned and you haven't been seeing it. It's time to really think things through. Sometimes it's better to cut the losses. Make room for something good. Layla. Let's see. I'm going to do one more. We're going to go back to the old way of doing things, though, because I'm so tired. All right. So I'm going to use one of my dice that has numbers on it. Let's see. Where is Jen? Jen actually got this for me as a gift to help me pick people. We're going to use this one. This one has 6 sides and 6 numbers. So let me roll it first, and then we're going to pick numbers between 1 and 6, and whoever gets it first will be the person I read for. And then everybody else can be on the lookout for a piggyback reading. All right. Number between 1 and 6. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Okay, I've got my number. Number between 1 and 6. Whoever guesses what's in front of me first will be the winner. Three is not it, but you can try as many times as you want till somebody gets it. Beep-a-dee-dee-dee, beep-bee. Oh, 5 it is, Miss Layla. 5 it is. 5 it is. Sister girl, you already had a reading. Don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. Actually, if you want another reading, you can order a private reading with me from my website. But those cost. I only give people one free question here in the live streams, though. Don't forget to subscribe to me if you're not subscribed, guys, so you don't miss me when I go live again. Trying to get back out here and go live again more like I used to. You were close. You were close. Okay, so Layla, did you have a question for me, or did you have, do you want a message from Spirit? Yep, and always like the video. Boop-a-dee-doo. My hair looks like I've got a little cowlick thing going on. See, that's the thing about working on the camera. You notice too much about yourself. Message, please, and it's all too complicated. Great. You know what? If Spirit wants to talk about that, your message might get complicated. Layla, what would you like to talk to Miss Layla about today, please? Today, everybody else be on the lookout for a piggyback message. And Layla. Layla. 2 court cards. Right off the bat. Ooh, baby. Oh. Layla, are you not feeling good physically? Either you're not feeling good physically or else you've got a couple people around you that aren't really winners, one or the other. Maybe even both. I don't think you are feeling all that good physically. And I think part of the reason you're not feeling all that good physically is because you have people around you. At least one person, if not 2 people around you who are jacks. Nightmares. Oh, how old is she? She's 30. Oh, yeah, you told me about those. This was the one where the steps went out and the landlord was being a douchebag. I remember her story now. I think you're not feeling good, though. This is about you. Holy Toledo. Okay. All right. So wands for me talk about energy. All right. You've got gotcha. So you've got the page of wands in reverse. This says that you weren't able to get help, basically. That's somebody saying, I'm not really helping you. That could be the landlord. I don't know. Or maybe you're asking somebody else to help you help them. But this is somebody saying, I'm not helping you. King of Pentacles is in reverse. This is somebody that's asking you for money, like to the point that it's becoming a problem. All right. So the other thing that I get with this, though, my page of wands is about energy. This could be you feeling really low energy, and Pentacles is about health. And so it could be saying that you're feeling low energy because there's something going on with your health as well. And it may be stress induced. It may be tied into this whole situation where you feel like you don't have enough and you don't know where you're going to get help. I mean, it's easy to see how somebody could get depressed like that. Let's see about your best advice or heads up. First of all, you've got the death card coming up. This is Scorpio's card, actually. If you're a Scorpio, you're going to be very familiar with this energy. This is transformation. This is going through a big transformation, starting with your perspective and working its way out. As you go through that big transformation, there's the Ace of Swords here. This is where you come to a new understanding about something. This is an epiphany of an understanding that not only explains something that you were wondering about, but it also helps puzzle pieces fall into place in other parts of your life too. And we have the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man just talks about meditation and looking at things from a different perspective intentionally. So, this is saying that meditation is going to help you with some of the anxiety that I'm sure you have going on here, even though I don't have anxiety on the table, but I'm sure you do. Meditation is going to help you with that. But also looking at things from other people's perspective is also going to help you to understand a lot of what's going on around you and also help you to get a good idea about something you can do that helps you make some progress forward with some of the things that you want to create in your life and for your babies, your kiddo and her kiddos. There's not an easy answer here. I will tell you that. Not an easy answer, but it looks like meditation and looking at things from a different angle um, help to start to bring in that change. Although I think it's going to take a while. It's going to be a gradual change in how things are going. All right. So that's what I've got for you, honey bunny. I'm wishing you all the best. And I am going to go lay down for the night. Have a good one.